light and night of my life.
Hello, George. How did you sleep?
Wonderfully. Just wonderfully.
Good to hear, my love. I made some coffee if you'd like some.
Thank you very much. But I had a snack a bit ago and I could not be any more invigorated.
Is that so? Did you happen to bring me back any... George, what is that on your face?
What? Oh, well, would you believe it's tomato sauce?
George, you know how I feel about
I
it.
just couldn't resist. I was offering him his shawl and he was just standing there. Well, I didn't bother to ask for his name. Short and stout fellow, large black mustache, top hat.
Him?
Oh, yes, that's the one.
George, that's the mayor. I can't even... Did anyone see you?
Of course not. I've been doing this for a long time, dude. I think I know how to stay hidden.
There is a mob outside with torches and pitchforks. George, we just moved 2 decades ago.
I know.
No, I don't think you do. Look, you know I love you.
And I love you. What a wonderful way to end a conversation. Have fun at work, dear.
George! This is what I'm talking about. She's been telling me about this for a while, but I didn't think it would come to...
Come to what?
Matrimonium vocare concilium. Matrimonium vocare concilium.
Let's talk about this.
Matrimonium
George,
vocare
listen to
concilium.
me. What was that?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. The card just said to...
What card?
Well, the card Mary gave me. I don't think it worked.
What do you mean? Mary gave you that.
She said it worked well for her in passing.
What do you mean worked? What were you trying to...
Hello! Great. Hello, my name is Dr. John William Polidori, but John is fine. And this is George Gordon Byron.
It is so great to meet you. You have a lovely home. The lighting is very on theme. It looks just like how I imagined it. I'm so glad you called. It's been so long since my last call. I was worried I'd be out of a job soon, but I guess immortals aren't exactly in a rush to...
Excuse me, who exactly are you?
Oh, forgive me. Where are my manners? I'm your counselor, specially summoned from the dark, haunted realm of Newark, New Jersey.
You summon a counselor?
You mean you didn't discuss summoning me together?
Well,
Oh my, it's so much worse than I thought. Why don't we have a seat?
Absolutely not. Starlight, why ever did you summon such a foul creature?
Well, I just wanted to... George, I love you. We've been together for 500 years now, but... And lately, I felt as though you haven't been listening to me.
That's ridiculous. I listen to you.
Really?
Of course.
Then tell me, why am I upset with you right now?
You're upset with me?
George, please. I've enjoyed our last 500 years and I'd like to enjoy 500 more. Let's just try this, okay? For me.
All right. For you, anything. Let's do this.
Thank you. Sorry about that. We're ready now.
Excellent. May we have a seat?
Of course.
One moment.
He's so extra. I love him.
Are those...
Familiars. Yes, they're meant to do our evil bidding, luring victims into the manor, disposing of evidence, that sort of thing. Though, all they do now is move furniture around.
That's because we have no evil bidding to do anymore.
Speak for yourself.
Wow, so cool. Thank you for the insight, both of you. Now, Mr. Polidori,
No, John is fine.
of course, John, Mr. Byron.
Lord Byron.
Right, Lord Byron. Well, John, Lord Byron, it's a pleasure to make both your acquaintances. My name is Dr. Acula, and
Wait. Dr. Acula? Really?
yes, I thought it was appropriate. Like the book, you know.
Get it?
Did you just ask me if I knew the book?
I think you'd understand that we would be familiar with that kind of literature.
I wish I weren't. Stoker is a hack. He copied us.
Copied you.
Of course. We've been writing everything down for centuries now, but it wasn't until 1816.
Maybe we should just let the counselor do their job.
I suppose. You may continue.
Thank you. I apologize for the tangent. Now, where was I? Yes, my name is Dr. You know what? You can just call me Terry. I've been in this business for about 10 years now, so I'd say I'm well qualified to deal with whatever's troubling both of you.
Wow. 10 years? You must have seen everything.
George, be nice. I'm sorry about him. We don't talk to many mortals these days. I'm sure that is a very impressive amount of time for someone like you.
Right. Before I ask what prompted my meeting with my clients, I'd like to ask some basic intake questions to get to know the both of you.
Of course. What would you like to know?
Who decorated the place?
Oh, that was me. Do you like it?
I love it.
Thank you. There used to be more decorations, but we took them down a few decades back.
I'm sorry, is that really an intake question?
Well, I mean, it does let me get to know you better.
Be nice, dear. You wouldn't want to offend a guest with such good taste.
Yes, of course. It's just I'd like to stay on track during the session if possible.
Right, of course. Sorry about that. Well, how long have the two of you been together?
Oh, about 500 years now.
552 years, 3 months, 12 days, and 7 hours.
Competition, George.
Yes, this is meant to be a safe and open environment, not a competitive.
Aha! See? I was right. Sorry.
Moving on, how did the two of you meet?
Oh, it was something out of a fairy tale. Venice, 1348. The flowers, the thing love wisteria. It truly was a wonderful time.
If you ignore the Black Death.
If you ignore the Black Death, it really did put a damper on things, but without it, I never would have met my dewdrop.
I was a plague doctor at the time. Venice hired me out at 50 florins. Suckers.
Ooh, a plague doctor. Do you still have a mask?
Oh, no. Doctors don't need them. Well, now that I think about it, none of the doctors wore masks until the 17th century. Of course, none of them were like me. So they never really lasted very long after seeing a patient. Humans can be so reckless.
Oh, right. Well, continue, please.
He arrived on his ship, bold and dashing, visited all the sick houses. Some of them he could help, some of them he couldn't.
But there was one that I couldn't afford to lose.
He grew quite attached to
It wasn't hard. Even with his body covered in boils and a fever of 45 degrees, he was cute as a button.
So he risked everything, told the patient what he was. A dark servant with primal teeth that matched his appetite, incredible strength and immortality, all for the small price of living in the shadows forever.
Well, that was quite dramatic.
Always.
Well, and then what happened? Oh, excuse me, describe what happened next.
Well, and then I turned him. But that was many, many, many years ago.
Many, many wonderful years. I could not be happy with the life my beloved has granted me.
Right.
What a lovely way to meet. So delightfully macabre. If you don't mind me asking, what is your guys' current housing situation look like?
Well, we move pretty frequently on account of the mobs.
The mobs?
Die, monster!
Yes. The mobs. Every few years we get found out due to someone's carelessness.
Let's try not to target anyone in the...
I'm sorry, I like to eat healthy. You know how many diseases those squirrels carry?
Hey now,
Oh, don't even you love it when I get rabies. Is that holy water?
yes, and I didn't want to have to use it, but you forced my hand. This is meant to be a safe space where we can voice our concerns in a constructive way.
Well, it doesn't feel very safe anymore. Ah!
Now, please, can we try to be respectful towards one another during the rest of the session? Good. Now, please, tell me more about the mobs.
They're so annoying. I would kill them all in an instant. But his big soft feet won't let me.
It's just easier this way. That would only cause more problems.
I see, and has it always been this way?
Well, no. We used to be able to live wherever we liked, undetected for hundreds of years. Until 1819, when... Well, that actually brings me to why I wanted to see you today. Are you familiar with the vampire?
Vampires?
No, the vampire with why
It's the most foundational work in all of vampire media. It paved the way for everything else, especially stupid Dracula. It's crazy.
Well, I liked it.
I think you should understand that we would be sensitive to those kinds of books.
I'm not sensitive. I just know terrible art when I see it.
In any case, what about the vampire?
Well, it was actually kind of my diary. I wrote it about myself. Oh, I suppose maybe you could even call it a manifesto or autobiography. Whatever, I wrote it about myself. I was born. That's the cruel joke of immortality. When you have an infinite time to see the world, you inevitably see all of it. But you can always add things to the world. And not satisfied most of my curiosities. That's what the vampire was. Just another way to pass the time. But then
He ended up writing something so amazingly wonderful it needed to be shared with the world.
it didn't need to be shared.
Oh, you're too modest. Can you believe him? He tried to keep the book all to himself. He sat for hours writing away, telling me it wasn't ready when I asked to see. Finally, he knocked on my coffin and showed it to me. I couldn't put it down. I love the way we were captured so dramatically. And I didn't relish a bit, and the evil lies he gave us.
You weren't meant to relish
Oh,
it.
I know. The death of the author and all that.
I don't think.
The point is, I loved it. And I knew others would love it as well.
I told you I didn't want to share it.
Oh, I know, but you're shy. You're a little push sometimes. So, I took it upon myself to give it.
Without telling me.
And it became a sensation. Copies were sold all across Europe, and the vampire became more than just a folk legend, but a household name.
That's fantastic.
No, it's not! Please, let me speak for once.
John.
George, this is what I'm talking about. You don't listen to me. I told you I didn't want to share the book. I told you so many times not to publish it. When I shared it with you, I was letting you see a side of myself that I can barely look at. It was supposed to be special. But then you shared all of my deepest fears and insecurities. I trusted you, George. Broke that trust. And the worst part is, you never even once said you were sorry.
I am sorry, John. I had no idea that's how you felt.
How could you? Never bothered to ask.
What I'm hearing is that there may be a bit of a communication problem between the two of you. Byron, do you have any thoughts?
Well, I suppose I tend to turn a deaf ear to feelings contrary to my own. I truly am sorry I have not been listening, but I just don't understand why you hate the book so much.
I told you, it shows the worst parts of myself.
What parts?
Well, the fangs, for one. They made me look like some kind of animal. That's why I took them out. And the living alone in a castle and the drinking blood?
What are you talking about? Those are the best parts.
How could you possibly like
They're
those?
powerful, they're dark and seductive, they're delightfully
Oh my goodness,
devilish.
can you be serious for 1 second?
I am being serious.
No, you're not! You're a caricature! There is no possible way that everything you do isn't just an act.
Maybe I am a caricature, John. But do you expect me to believe that you're real?
What are you talking about?
Ripping out your teeth, dressing like that, drinking animal blood? Is this who you are? Who you really are?
Maybe it's who I want to be.
Really?
Yes, of course.
I don't believe you. Please, John, I'm listening. Tell me the truth.
Fine. Do you think you were the only one I tried to save?
What are you talking about?
Back in Venice?
You said I was the only one.
I lied.
You said you loved me.
I did. I do. And I loved all of my patients. I couldn't bear to let one go. The truth is, I gave them all the same choice I gave you. To live forever as a vampire, to die a terrible, painful death. Every time it was nearing the end, I showed them what I was. And they spent their last moments fighting me, cursing my name, calling me a monster. Every day, I wanted to give them what they wanted. Walk out into the sun and make everyone happy, but my job wasn't done yet. So I kept going and hating myself until I found you. Something was different about you. When I showed you my fangs, you smiled at me. Said you didn't care what I was, said you'd be delighted to be just like me. First I thought you were just that desperate to live, that you would leave me the moment you could. But you never did. You stayed with me. And even if I can never understand why, you loved me, and for such a long time I could forget about everyone else. But after you published my manuscript, I couldn't. It was so much harder to hide. Everyone knew about us. Every few years, someone would come knocking at our door, calling us monsters, and suddenly I was back in Venice. I tried my hardest to blend in, ripping out my teeth, dressing like this. But it was never enough. that the more I tried to hide our secret, the more you tried to reveal us. Right, George? This isn't the person I want to be. But it's the people I wish we were. I wish we could just be normal, live out our lives like boring mortals, not have everyone hate us, not have everyone call us monsters. Do you not hate that? If we could just be normal, then we could be happy, and I just don't know how you don't understand that. I'm sorry you've been going through this alone, and I'm sorry I haven't been listening. Thank you for making me listen. Thank you. So, you understand? Well, no, of course not. How could you? You're new at this, but you can just trust me.
I'm not stupid. I can hear them too. I know you think because you have more experience with this that you know better than I do. But I've been doing this for a few hundred years now. I know how it works.
I don't think you do.
I don't think you get to decide that.
Fine! You get it. You've seen everything. Why else would you go out dressed like that, drinking out into the open, inviting danger into our home, proving everyone right?
Because I don't care what they say, John. And I don't know why you do.
Because they're not just words. There's anger and hatred behind them. Proving their worst suspicions only inflicts their danger.
Of course, I know how dangerous it is. I know we're not invincible, however strong we may be. I know all it takes is one second or I'm caught off guard, and that's it.
Okay, then why do it?
Because I would rather die as knowing I never changed myself for someone who hates me, rather than live as someone I'm not.
Well, maybe I just care about your life more than you care about mine.
I don't think you actually care about my life. A life where I have to hide who I am is no life at all. Your opinion is the only one that ever mattered to me, because you knew me better than anyone, and yet you still loved me. With that, I could handle everyone else calling me a monster, but it never occurred to me that you think I'm a monster too. I'm sorry.
Monster! Open the door. Come and face us! There he is! Get him!
Are you still on the clock, Doctor? In hindsight, I probably should have done this first. Talk to someone other than myself. What was I thinking? Springing a counselor on him with no warning? Of course it didn't go over well. And now what? He's run off before I could explain. Well, no. I think I've explained pretty well, unfortunately. Well, Doctor, any insight?
Well, perhaps you're right. There is a listening problem.
Exactly, I know.
But maybe the problem comes from multiple sources.
What are you talking about?
Well, maybe perhaps you're the one not listening. Unintentionally, of course. I just mean, do you understand what Lord Byron is saying? Why he's upset?
Of course I can. He's young and he doesn't understand.
I think he understands pretty well. Forgive me now if I misspeak. But something tells me you're not being completely honest.
How dare!
I just think that maybe it's easier for you to believe that Byron is naive than believing he might have a point.
I know he has a point. I hate hiding myself as much as he does. But I know that if anything happened to him, I wouldn't be able to forgive myself. George, he's the love of my life. He's fun and kind. And he loves so deeply. Sometimes it feels like he's the only thing keeping me from stepping out into the sunlight. I don't know what I would do without him.
It's admirable that you're worried about what might happen to him, but I think you're failing to recognize what's happening to him right now.
What do you mean?
Well, you heard what he said. A life where he has to hide who he is, no life at all. I can't speak for him, of course, but maybe what he needs right now is to live his own life instead of yours.
And you're suggesting what exactly? That we should separate?
The only thing that I'm suggesting is that it's true that you love him more than anything else. Maybe you should try to understand the life he needs.
Why does his life have to invite so much vulnerability?
Living authentically always leads to vulnerability. But you can't live your life without eating. Ultimately, George has to decide what he needs. It can't be your choice. He's not your property that you keep locked up in your home and dictate what he does. He's his own person and he needs to make his own choices.
Yes. Yes, I know that. God. George, I'm so sorry.
Maybe you should tell him that.
Yes, I need to tell him right away.
That's great. So, can I go now?
Then you're going to help me.
Lovely.
This should be the last of the cushions, I believe. How are the banisters?
Completely covered in velvet, and I found a couple of things that might be
Why are you talking like that? What's in your mouth? Take that out right now.
I'm sorry, I
Do
thought
you
that.
realize how offensive that is? Honestly, I can't even believe you mortals. If you aren't helping me right now, I swear.
Wait. He's here.
Oh, George. Leave us. You caught me right in the middle of.
You really think you can bribe me into forgiving you with a bunch of tacky decorations?
Tacky? You bought most of
That
these.
isn't the point. The point is, I'm upset with you.
Yes, and you have every right to be
I'm
bothered.
glad we're in agreement about something.
George, I know you're upset, but please listen to me.
Why? To listen to you tell me that you hate everything I love, everything I am?
You don't actually believe that, do you? I'm sorry I gave you that impression. George, I was wrong about everything. You are the only thing that has ever mattered to me.
Oh, don't start.
George, I'm trying to explain myself.
Oh, you've already explained yourself perfectly well. I don't even know why we're still talking about this. I don't know why you're still here.
I'm here because I love you.
Well, it simply doesn't feel that way.
No? I suppose it doesn't. But it did. We both know that. Do you remember New York?
What? What? No.
Oh, yes.
Are you out of your mind?
Maybe.
Do you really expect me to dance with you?
I do.
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but it's not going to happen. I'm absolutely furious.
I'm absolutely furious. This is my angry day.
I'm a bit rusty, although I suppose it has been a while.
And who really thinks this constitutes an apology?
Certainly not. I just wanted an excuse to dance with you. You apologize if you wait until afterwards.
When I'm in a better mood.
Exactly.
I'm serious, you know. One big crying emotion can't fix everything.
I know that, and I don't expect it to. But can't it be a start?
Well, I suppose.
The bats, the bats, the bats. Yes! Oh my god. Thank you, Addie Lenny. Yes! Thank you, Wilwood.
I meant what I said, George. You're the only thing that has ever mattered to me. From the moment I met you in Venice, my entire life has changed. I can't stand to lose you. That's why I've been so overbearing. But I know that I can't be that way anymore. I know that you need to make your own decisions. I'm sorry for not realizing that I was the one hurting you. For making you think that I hated you or hated anything about you. George, you're the only thing that has ever mattered to me. I don't need anything else as long as I have you. And I hope that you can find it in your heart. I love you, John. I love you too, George.
It's not over, I don't think. It's so good though. It's so good.
Good evening, my twilight, my stars and moon, the light and night of my life.
Good evening, John.
How did you sleep? Horribly. I don't know what, but something kept me up all day.
Is that so?
So, what have you been up to? Early night?
Oh, nothing. You know me. Such a homebody.
You'll pay for what you've done! Face us! Die, monsters!
Well, maybe I had a good snack.
Are you still hungry?
Ah, always.
You go on ahead. I'll be there in a moment.
Don't be too long.
I love them so much.
Oh, are you still here?
I am.
Oh, why?
I've been talking with the familiars and, well, I was wondering if you had any positions open?
As a familiar? Really?
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have a beautiful home, and work has been slow lately. I guess I could consider a different career path, I suppose.
Well, I'm not entirely sure.
Come on, John. I can't wait much longer.
Coming, love. Here. Let's start with you helping us now, and we'll go from there.
Excellent. What should I do?
Clean up the mess.
Lovely.
Are you sure about this, John? She seems to be more on the squeamish side.
Of course not, but what's the worst that could happen? If she fails us, we can just eat her.
I can still hear you.
Well, I suppose.
Open this door! Come out and die! Foul beast!
Well, we've left them waiting this long. Shall we?
After you.
We have you now!